Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter. In the middle of the day, a 911 call came in from a home in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The caller said children could be heard screaming. When police arrived, they entered the home. Inside, a 23-year-old woman was lying on the floor. She had been shot. Her two small children were still there. And in those first moments, it was not clear what had just happened or who was responsible. This is the story of Brittany Meyer. Brittany Alexis Meyer was 23 years old. She was a mother of two young boys. Her aunt, Eva McClinton, said she loved her kids. They were still very young, and she was in a stage of life where everything revolved around them, caring for them, providing for them, and trying to create a stable home. But as investigators began to piece together what led up to that day, court records show there had already been signs of trouble in her relationship with the father of her children. On June 13th, 2021, at approximately 12:46 p.m., police were dispatched to a home near North 22nd Street and West Galena Street in Milwaukee. The 911 call reported children screaming in the background. When officers entered the home, they found Brittany lying near the front door. She was unresponsive and had been shot. Her two children, just 1 and 2 years old, were still there. According to a criminal complaint, Brittany suffered 2 gunshot wounds. The medical examiner noted soot around one of the wounds, which can indicate the gun was fired from close range. Her death was ruled a homicide. As investigators began canvassing the area, witnesses started to fill in the moments leading up to the shooting. One witness told police they saw a man pacing outside the home. Shortly after, that man entered the home. Moments later, witnesses reported hearing an argument, then a gunshot, and after that, children screaming. Another witness described hearing a woman yell before the sound of gunfire. Shortly after, witnesses said a man ran from the home. Surveillance video from the area was reviewed as part of the investigation. A criminal complaint says the video appeared to show a person entering the home and then running away a short time later. Investigators noted the individual had long dreadlocks. Near the front door, detectives recovered hair that they believed was consistent with the dreadlocks. Days later, police arrested Daquan McMillan, the father of Brittany's children. According to the criminal complaint, when he was taken into custody, he appeared to be missing several dreadlocks from the front of his head. Detectives said this was consistent with the hair recovered at the scene. He was charged in connection with Brittany's death. As the case moved forward, investigators and prosecutors began to look at what had happened in the months leading up to June 13th. In November of 2020, a domestic violence case had been filed. According to the criminal complaint, McMillan was accused of punching Brittany, pulling her hair, and choking her until she lost consciousness. Officers also documented visible injuries at the time. Despite those allegations, court records show he was released on a $250 cash bond. One of the conditions was no contact with Brittany. By June of 2021, prosecutors say he was still out on bond when Brittany was killed. A timeline that, according to court records, spanned just a few months between the initial case and her death. In January of 2023, a jury found Daquan McMillan guilty in the death of Brittany Meyer. In February, he was sentenced to life in prison. Court records indicate he will not be eligible for extended supervision until around the year 2050. Brittany Meyer was 23 years old. She was a mother of 2 young children who were inside the home when their mother's life was taken. In the months leading up to that day, court records show there had been a prior case involving violence. A $250 cash bond was set. A no-contact condition was put in place. And still, just months later, he was out on bond when Brittany was killed. It's a timeline that continues to raise questions. When no contact conditions are put in place, how are they enforced in real time? Who is responsible for making sure they are followed? And when they are violated, how quickly can someone step in? Questions that go beyond this one case, but that continue to come up in cases like this. Our thoughts are with Brittany Meyer's family, her children, and everyone who continues to live with this loss. As we close out this episode, remember, sharing her story helps keep attention on cases like this and the realities of domestic violence. For updates and more cases, follow Hunting for Answers. You can also connect with us through our Facebook group and find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Reach out if there's a story you believe deserves attention. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.